AITA for telling my mom and stepdad the real reason I was upset? I am not op. Posted by you, Soft Melodic 210 on r. Am I the Asshole? And NBSP. Original October 16, 2021. I am a teenage girl and was born when my mom was 18. I see my dad like 3 days a year at Christmas. My dad doesn't want me as much as he wants his other kids, but I try not take it personally. My stepdad, been in my life since I've been 5, is really nice to me. But I don't think he would care if I didn't exist. But he makes my mom and little brother, my mom's and stepdad's bio kid, so happy and does a lot for me. And for that, he means everything to me. My mom's pregnant again, and this time I get a little sister. I'm just a little nervous. But my stepdad hasn't said anything about having his first daughter. So I really do appreciate him being sensitive to me. Even though I don't think he considers me to be his daughter. My mom is excited for another daughter, too, and has been shopping for clothes and been putting together a nursery with me. Because I am really good at art and am painting a mural for my sister. She keeps saying things to me like, I am so grateful to be able to give all this to the baby that I wasn't able to give you, and that she is blessed that she doesn't have to do it alone. And that she's really excited to see my stepdad be a dad again. I know I am being selfish, so please don't think low of me because OFC I want my mom to be happy. But when she says things like this, I feel like I am worth less and that I am burden. And then I feel bad for feeling bad because I want my mom to have a good life. And she at least stuck around because she could have left me like my dad did. Painting is really therapeutic to me, so I've been hiding away painting the nursery. At dinner today, my mom asked me why I've been so quiet and I told her about my feelings. And she got sad and my stepdad had to comfort her. I told her that I love her and was so grateful that she is my mom and for all that she's done for me. But she was still upset. I feel like the asshole because I knew she would get sad when I told her my feelings but told her anyways. I think that hurting someone's feelings on purpose is the worst thing you can do. But I know it's important to be honest, so I am really conflicted. Can you guys tell me? And if I am being one, I will make my mom and stepdad breakfast in bed to make it up to them and finish the nursery at night to surprise them. Edit. Oops, typo. Been in my life since I've been 4 years old. Not 5. And NBSP. Update 5 hours later. I went to talk to my mom but she was sleeping. My stepdad asked to talk to me. He said he never wanted to put this on me but it was the time. He told me that he loved me and that I am his daughter, no questions asked. He said he didn't want to talk to me about being my dad because he didn't want to bring up bad feelings for me about my real dad. He wants to adopt me but didn't want to pressure me, and if he did my bio dad would have to sign away his rights. He was worried that my bio dad would not put up a fight and that it would hurt me or fight but still not want to see me more and hurt me, so he was avoiding the topic. I said I want him to be my real dad and that I want his last name. He said we will see what we can do and if it doesn't work we can try and hyphenate. And I can still use his last name as mine on my jerseys and stuff for soccer. And that as soon as turned 18 we would change it. He told me he would take care of me forever and that he is so proud of me and that I have never will be a burden. He said I don't need to be so nice all the time, and if I am an evil teenage girl he'd still love me as much as he does now. He also told me that he never wants me to feel pressurized to babysit because even though they are young parents to me, they are still my parents and it's their job to raise us all. Final update October 17, 2021. I talked to my mom this morning and she said she wasn't mad at me and just mad at herself. She told me she wishes she could have given me more, and I told her that she gave me more time with her and that was enough for me. She said she had no idea how to be a mom when I was born and doesn't know how I turned out to be so good, but she is happy. She told me that I better be selfish today because she wants to go shopping and buy me lots of things. She said I have never been a burden and that I'm the best that happened to her. She said I should go to therapy because being a people pleaser is bad. Also, my mom and dad called my bio dad this morning and he agreed to sign away his rights. I got a little sad and cried a lot and IDKY because I wanted him to sign them away, but my mom and stepdad hugged me a lot, and we are going to have a party tonight with both my mom's family and dad's family. My dad's family, especially my grandma and grandpa, are really excited that I finally am going to have their last name, and grandma has sent me pictures of gold necklaces she wants to have made for me with my new last name. Ah geez. This poor kid. I'm glad she has two parents who love her, and I hope she gets that therapy. Dang. Going from stepdad who wouldn't care if I didn't exist in her first post to dad in the last. Hits right in the feels. I hope therapy helps her understand that it's okay to want things and to be honest with yourself when it comes to your feelings. Both Op and her parents sound like lovely people. The updates were so much more wholesome than expected. Pleading face, thanks for the repost. Oh gosh, that poor kid thinks she doesn't deserve anything. She's convinced the people she loves won't love her back unless she makes it worth their while. And she's told herself she's not allowed to be sad about it. Stepdad telling her he'll love her even if she's an evil teenage girl makes me want to cry. It sounds like her parents knew that something was wrong with her outlook on life but weren't able to define it until she spoke up. I don't really blame them. They seem to be thoughtful and loving parents, but it can be hard to know what's going on in a kid's head, especially when they go out of their way to not cause any trouble. Stepfather really being awesome here. Kid really need reassurance with the trauma dad left and mom don't catching up with the little sign of her daughter going down. This warms my heart. I hope Oop does get some therapy though. She will need it to navigate all her feelings. It's good that her parents were able to sit down and talk with her. So many parents suck at communicating with their kids and screw up their relationships as a result. It's good that Op has two people who legitimately care about her emotions, and her well-being. The only issues I have with this post is that Op sounds too much like a people pleaser. She's so afraid to go against others or make them feel bad in any way that she'll gladly let herself be trampled over on the meantime. This kind of martyr behavior is unhealthy and can lead to abusive relationships. Ah heck, that's so nice to read through. Poor kid just needed validation. And after being honest with herself and her parents, she got it in spades. Heartwarming at the end, and probably the best ending Oop could have ever asked for. Damn onions again. I'm glad the three of them worked it out, because it really seems like they will be a wonderful family unit. They should have therapy though, not just Oop, to help them navigate all this. Blended families are complicated, and while mom's words hurt Oop, they seem to have come from a place of purely good intention. But without consideration of what it implied to Oop, she had left stuff unsaid that needed to be said, and frankly, this incident has a massive silver lining, in that it got all this stuff out in the open, where they could work on it. And my heart breaks for Oop, because it sounds like her SD has loved her all along. But she still thought he hated her. Even in her first post, she describes someone who loves her, and she loves, but then thinks he wouldn't care if she didn't exist. I hope they followed through with getting her therapy. Oh, and huge props to SD for getting in front of the babysitting thing. That's such a frequent problem for wide-age gap kids. And especially stepkids. What a beautiful response by both mom and stepdad. Well, soon to be official dad. I appreciate that the mom clarified she wasn't mad at Oop. I hope Oop got that therapy. This made me happy and sad at the same time. I hope that knowing that her stepfather, her real father, loves her as his own helps ease the hurt from her biological father. He really should have told her sooner, but I definitely understand being nervous about her reaction. I can never understand people like the sperm donor in this story. Why bother at all? I hope one day he regrets what he did to his ex-daughter. And that she'll just reply with a, "Who are you?" quote. I'm so glad to see some wholesome content on here. Once in a while. It helps alleviate the vile posts we see so often. I needed this today. Okay, so now I'm crying. Once again, healthy communication is the way to go. Everyone talked out their feelings. Nobody went on the offensive, and at the end of the day they're a stronger family for it. Shit parents that are reading this post that invalidate their kids' feelings. Take notes. Cutting onions again, smiley face. Loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying. Happy tears are still tears.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.